Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning back in. As you guys can see, today I am doing it's basically a get ready with me, but also like kind of a tutorial to basically show you guys my everyday makeup routine. Very simple and affordable as well. I know a lot of us students always crap at the affordability of makeup, so I'm going to be showing you guys all the perks that I use. Very affordable, and I love these products so much. So I definitely think that we can pull up a great look with just these affordable products. So if you guys do want to see how I obtain my everyday makeup routine, just carry on watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video as well. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to do is my eyebrows, of course, and I'm using the spoolie. I think I got the spoolie from Dis-Chem. I got about like 15 of these or 20 for about like 15 bucks. And I basically just brush my hairs up, and if I do need to cut my eyebrows, I'm going to be using these razors that I got as well from Dis-Chem. They're about 3 in this packet for 30 bucks, I think. And I am just going to trim my eyebrows wherever I feel like I need to remove hair. I feel like this is very important because when you're drawing your eyebrows, you want to draw them. The best way is to draw them the way that your eyebrows are shaped. So when you're cutting your eyebrows, it's best to cut them in the shape that you want them already to be in. So this will just make it easier for you to draw on your eyebrows, because you're basically just outlining your eyebrows. Now I'm going to draw on my eyebrows using this pencil that I got from Essence. And guys, I wish I could tell you what color it is in, but I do not remember. I've had this pencil the longest time and the writing is just worn out at this point. But it's from Essence, and it's a brown shade. So that's literally all the information I can give you about this pencil. So basically, as I said before, I'm just going to outline the shape of my eyebrows already, because I trimmed them in the shape that I want my eyebrows to look. And when I tell you guys that this pencil just kept on breaking, you're gonna see, like, when I get back, how short I actually had to sharpen it, because it just kept on breaking. It was very irritating. That's the only thing I hate about pencils, is that they just break so easily, and especially because it's highly pigmented, so it's very soft. So I was just applying too much pressure, I think that's why it was keep on breaking. So after outlining my eyebrows, I basically fill them in a little bit, very lightly. And as you guys can see, I don't take the color all the way through to the start of my eyebrows. I leave it about just before the start, and then I go on with my spoolie and then I brush forward. I do this because I want that kind of like ombre look, or natural look basically, where of course, like in the beginning of your eyebrows, naturally there's less hair in the front. So I still want to maintain that because it's natural and we want natural looking eyebrows. Next, I'm going to use this concealer from LA Girl in the shade Cool Tan, and I'm going to use it to carve out the bottom of my brows. And then I'm going to use this brush that I got from Essence. It's an eyebrow brush, and it basically helps you to carve out your eyebrows perfectly. That's why it is so flat and it is so thin. So basically what you want to do is use one hand to carve out your eyebrow, and then you're going to use the other one to bring your eyebrow up as I'm doing so. And this way you have enough working space and you're able to see properly what you are doing. It is so important that you guys take your time with doing your brows. You cannot rush your brows. If you want your brows to really look perfect, you cannot rush them. If it's going to take you 15-30 minutes, it's okay, sis. Literally, the brows is the first thing that anyone ever sees on your face. So it's really important to make sure that you take your time with doing your brows so they can come out looking perfectly. And then to carve out the top of my brows, I'm going to use my foundation, which is the Revlon Color Stay Full Cover Foundation in the shade Almond. The reason why I use my foundation is because it creates that natural look that we want. So using your concealer, it's going to be too light, especially on top of your eyebrows, and it's going to look very unnatural and a little bit tacky. So that is why I prefer using my foundation to cover the top of my brows. And then for my foundation routine, I am going to use this brush that I got from, I think I got it from China Mall. Yeah, it's a flat brush, it's a foundation brush. And the first thing I'm going to do before I apply my foundation is to kind of blend out the foundation that I used to carve out the top of my brows. And then I'm also going to use this brush to apply my foundation onto my face. But before I do add on my foundation, I'm going to apply my primer, which is the LA Girl Pro Prep Primer. Now, if you have oily skin, this is definitely the primer for you. I have oily skin, so I definitely love this primer. It kind of mattifies my face, and it definitely prevents my face from oiling up during the day while I have my foundation on. So as you guys saw, I actually apply my foundation onto my hand, the back of my hand. Then I use my brush and I take the amount of product that I think I'm going to need onto my face. Instead of just putting on the foundation directly onto your face, I think this method is much better because you can control the amount of foundation that does go onto your face, because you don't want to end up having too much foundation onto your face. So just apply to the back of your hand instead of just applying it straight to your face. Notice as well that I'm using the tapping motion to apply the foundation onto my face instead of just like swiping with my brush, because that creates those streaks that you don't want from the brush. Please ensure as well that you also add the foundation towards your neck, because you don't want that harsh line that appears between your face and your neck. And then I'm going to go back in with the concealer that I used to cover out the bottom of my brows, and I'm going to highlight my face. I absolutely love a bright under eye, so I'm going to go in with a lighter concealer from Wet n Wild. It's in the shade medium to deep tan, and I'm just going to apply this where I applied the concealer underneath my eyes. Next, I'm going to set my face using the setting spray from Mr. Price, it's a Scarlet Hill brand, and this just ensures that my concealer is flawless. I would definitely recommend doing this step before I blend out my concealer. And then I'm going to go back in with my foundation brush and blend out my concealer. What helps is to hold your mirror above you. That way you are able to look upwards and you're able to blend in your concealer in all the areas underneath your eye. So to prep for some eyeshadow, I'm going to add this Wet n Wild concealer onto my eyelids. And then to set my face, I'm going to use this Revlon Candid Photo Ready Setting Powder in the shade 002 to set my concealer. And then next, just to prep for eyeshadow, I am going to place the setting powder below my eyes, and then this way if there's any fallout I can just brush it away when I am taking off the setting powder. And then I'm going to go in with this eyeshadow palette that I got from an online store, but I don't really remember the name of that store. And I'm going to go in with this brown shade, and I'm going to place it at the outer corner of my eye, but not towards the inner corner, just on the outer corner and in the middle of the crease of my eye. And then I'm just going to blend this eyeshadow out, and you honestly got to take a good amount of time doing this because you don't want any harsh lines from the eyeshadow. And then using another clean fluffy brush, I am just going to cancel out that harsh line underneath my eyebrow where I place the eyeshadow, just so that I can have a seamless and natural look. And then I'm going to go in with this peach shade, and I'm going to place it on the lid of my eye. And then there we have it, nice and natural. Now in case there was any fallout, I can just dust it away as I am removing the setting powder. To contour my face, I'm going to use this Contour Duo palette from Essence. I don't know the shade of these colors. And then I'm going to use this contour brush that I also got from an online store, and I'm just going to dab into both the shades. I use both the shades to contour my face, and basically I just start from where my ear is and I go in circular motions and go towards where my mouth, not where it starts, but just before where it starts, like towards the middle, as you guys can see me doing in the video. And then I'm going to place some setting powder below where I placed my contour, and this basically just snatches my face a bit more. And then we're going to leave it there for some time while I finish the rest of my face. And then to contour my nose, I'm going to use this brush that I got from Essence, and I'm going to contour my nose. Notice that I am going to take the contour right up into my brow. This also just kind of elongates your nose and makes it look more snatched and more natural. And then I'm going to use this little beauty blender that I got from Mr. Price, the Scarlet Hill brand, and I'm going to use it to place some setting powder around where I had placed my nose contour, so on the outer corners of my nose and in the middle of my nose. This will also further snatch my nose. I'm now going to apply blush onto my face, and I'm using this Wet n Wild blush in the shade Mellow Wine. This is one of my favorite blushes, highly pigmented, honestly just one of the best. And now I am going to set my face. For mascara, I'm going to use this I Love Extreme Essence mascara. Honestly, Essence mascaras are just really the girl that they think that they are. They are so good. And the technique that I use is that if I'm going to apply mascara to the top lashes, I'm going to place my mirror below me, and then when I am going to apply mascara to the bottom lashes, I take my mirror and I place it above me. For my lips, I'm going to line them using this brow pencil that I got from Essence. I don't know the shade that it's in, like the writing is just worn out, and I just line my lips here. Then I will apply the Vaseline Lip Therapy, and then I'll follow it up with the gloss from Smudge. Lastly, I will highlight my face using this Wet n Wild highlighter. Again, I don't know the shade that it's in, and I'm just going to highlight the highest points of my face, so the highest points of my cheekbones, and also my cupid's bow, and also the inner corners of my eyes. And I didn't film this. I actually noticed that I forgot to put it after I filmed the video, but I put it, and trust me, it works wonders. Then I used a smaller brush to highlight my nose. And then there we go. This is the final look. This is my simple go-to makeup routine. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next YouTube video. Bye!